Are you tired of setting goals that never materialize? Let's uncover the hidden truths about goal setting that most self-help gurus won't tell you. The first uncomfortable truth: your brain is actively working against your goals. Neuroscience reveals that our brains are wired for immediate gratification, not long-term planning. When you set a goal, you're essentially declaring war on your own neural pathways. This conflict explains why motivation fizzles out so quickly. Your prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and decision-making, sets the goal. But your limbic system, governing emotions and instant rewards, fights back. It's not laziness, it's biology. To overcome this, we need to hack our own psychology. Instead of relying on willpower, which is a finite resource, create an environment that makes your goals the path of least resistance. Remove temptations, automate good habits, and make it harder to fall back into old patterns. For example, if your goal is to save money, set up automatic transfers to your savings account on payday. If you aim to eat healthier, prep meals in advance and clear your pantry of junk food. By doing this, you're not fighting your brain, you're working with it. Next, let's talk about the illusion of control. We set goals as if we have complete control over outcomes, but life is chaotic. Unexpected events, other people's actions, and random chance all play a role in our success or failure. This doesn't mean goal setting is pointless. Instead, it means we need to shift our focus from outcomes to systems. Instead of setting a goal to lose 20 pounds, create a system of daily habits that promote health and fitness. The weight loss becomes a byproduct of your system, not the goal itself. This approach also helps combat the all-or-nothing mentality that derails many goal setters. When you're focused on a system, a single setback doesn't feel like failure. You simply get back on track the next day. Now, let's delve into a counterintuitive truth. Sometimes, your goals are holding you back. We often set goals based on societal expectations or outdated versions of ourselves. These misaligned goals can lead to burnout, frustration, and a sense of emptiness even when achieved. Take a moment to question your goals. Are they truly yours, or are they expectations you've internalized from others? Are they still relevant to who you are now, or are they leftovers from a past version of yourself? This self-reflection is crucial but often overlooked. It's not just about setting smart goals, it's about setting the right goals. A perfectly executed plan in the wrong direction is still a waste of time and energy. Here's another truth that's rarely discussed: the dark side of goal achievement. We often assume that achieving our goals will bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. In reality, goal achievement often leads to a phenomenon psychologists call arrival fallacy. You reach your goal, experience a brief surge of satisfaction, and then, nothing. The happiness fades quickly, leaving you feeling empty and unsure of what to do next. This is why many high achievers struggle with depression and anxiety despite their outward success. To combat this, we need to shift our focus from the destination to the journey. Find joy and purpose in the process of working towards your goals, not just in their achievement. This mindset shift can transform goal setting from a source of stress to a source of ongoing fulfillment. Let's talk about the myth of linear progress. We often visualize goal achievement as a straight line from A to B. In reality, progress is messy, filled with setbacks, plateaus, and unexpected detours. Understanding this can help you stay resilient when faced with obstacles. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as valuable data points. Each obstacle teaches you something about your goal, your approach, and yourself. This brings us to another overlooked aspect of goal setting: the importance of flexibility. Rigidity in your goals can lead to missed opportunities and unnecessary stress. The world changes rapidly, and your goals should be able to adapt. Instead of setting concrete endpoints, try setting directional goals. For example, instead of become CEO of a Fortune 500 company, your goal might be continually increase my leadership skills and impact in my industry. This allows for multiple paths to success and reduces the risk of tunnel vision. Now, let's address a controversial point: the problem with positive thinking. Many self-help resources emphasize visualizing success and maintaining a positive attitude. While optimism has its place, blind positivity can be detrimental to goal achievement. Research shows that visualizing success can actually decrease your motivation. Your brain, tricked by the positive emotions of your imagination, feels like it's already achieved the goal. This can lead to complacency and reduced effort. Instead of just visualizing success, try mental contrasting. This involves imagining your desired outcome, then immediately considering the obstacles you'll face. This balanced approach increases motivation and prepares you for the challenges ahead. Let's delve into the role of identity in goal setting. Most people set goals about what they want to do or have. But the most powerful goals are about who you want to become. Identity-based goals tap into a deeper level of motivation. Instead of "I want to run a marathon," your goal becomes "I want to become a runner." This shift changes your focus from an external outcome to an internal transformation. This approach aligns with the concept of neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself. As you consistently act in alignment with your new identity, you're literally reshaping your neural pathways. You're not just doing new things, you're becoming a new person. Now, let's talk about the double-edged sword of social support. While having a support system is generally beneficial, publicly announcing your goals can backfire. When you tell others about your goals, you get a premature sense of accomplishment. This can reduce your motivation to actually do the work. Instead of broadcasting your goals, consider finding an accountability partner. This person isn't there to cheerlead, but to hold you to your commitments. The right accountability relationship can provide support without the pitfalls of public goal announcement. Let's address the elephant in the room: fear. Not the fear of failure, which is often discussed, but the fear of success. This might sound counterintuitive, but fear of success is a real and powerful force that can sabotage your goals. Success often means change, and change, even positive change, can be scary. It might mean leaving your comfort zone, dealing with increased responsibility, or facing the envy of others. Recognizing and addressing this fear is crucial for long-term goal achievement. Now, let's talk about the myth of motivation. We often wait for motivation to strike before taking action on our goals. In reality, motivation usually follows action, not the other way around. This is why the advice to just start is so powerful. By taking even a small step towards your goal, you create momentum. This momentum, in turn, generates motivation, creating a positive feedback loop. Consider the concept of activation energy in chemistry. Just as a chemical reaction needs an initial push to get started, your goals need that initial burst of effort. Once you overcome that initial resistance, maintaining progress becomes much easier. Let's delve into the power of anti-goals. While setting positive goals is important, defining what you don't want can be equally powerful. Anti-goals help you clarify your values and priorities by process of elimination. For example, instead of just setting a goal to have a successful career, you might set anti-goals like "I don't want to work more than 50 hours a week," or "I don't want to miss important family events due to work." These anti-goals can guide your decisions and help you avoid common pitfalls. Now, let's address a hard truth: sometimes, quitting is the right choice. We're often told to never give up on our goals, but this advice can lead to the sunk cost fallacy. You might persist with a goal long after it stopped serving you, simply because you've already invested time and effort. Learning when to pivot or abandon a goal is a crucial skill. It's not about giving up easily, but about recognizing when a goal no longer aligns with your values, circumstances, or long-term vision. Let's talk about the role of boredom in goal achievement. We often think that pursuing our goals should be constantly exciting and inspiring. In reality, much of the work involved in achieving significant goals is mundane and repetitive. Developing a high tolerance for boredom is a superpower when it comes to goal achievement. It allows you to persist through the necessary but unexciting tasks that others might abandon. Embracing boredom as part of the process can give you a significant edge. Now, let's address the dark side of goal setting, when goals become a form of self-harm. This happens when we set goals not out of genuine desire for growth or achievement, but as a way to prove our worth or punish ourselves for perceived inadequacies. These toxic goals often manifest as extreme, all-or-nothing objectives. They're driven by shame rather than inspiration, and achieving them often doesn't bring the hoped-for sense of worthiness or satisfaction. Recognizing and reframing these harmful goals is crucial for both mental health and genuine achievement. Ask yourself, if I knew I was already worthy and enough, would I still pursue this goal? If the answer is no, it's time to reassess. Let's talk about the power of micro goals. While having big, audacious goals can be inspiring, they can also be overwhelming. Breaking these large goals into tiny, easily achievable steps can be a game changer. These micro goals serve two purposes. First, they make the larger goal less daunting, reducing procrastination and overwhelm. Second, they provide frequent wins, boosting your motivation and confidence. For example, if your goal is to write a book, a micro goal might be to write just 50 words a day. It's so small that it's almost impossible to fail, yet over time, these small efforts compound into significant progress. Now, let's delve into the concept of goal alignment. Often, we set multiple goals in different areas of our life without considering how they interact. This can lead to internal conflict and burnout. Take time to examine how your various goals relate to each other. Do they support each other, or are they in conflict? A goal to advance in your career might conflict with a goal to spend more time with family. Recognizing these conflicts allows you to make conscious choices about your priorities. Let's address a rarely discussed aspect of goal setting, the importance of rest and recovery. In our drive to achieve, we often neglect the crucial role that downtime plays in goal achievement. Without adequate rest, our willpower depletes, our decision-making suffers, and our productivity plummets. Paradoxically, taking regular breaks can accelerate your progress towards your goals. Build rest and recovery into your goal-setting strategy, treating them as essential components rather than indulgences. Finally, let's talk about the power of anti-habits in goal achievement. While building positive habits is crucial, eliminating negative habits can be equally impactful. These are the small, often unconscious behaviors that sabotage our efforts. Identify your anti-habits, those actions that directly oppose your goals. If your goal is to be more productive, an anti-habit might be checking social media first thing in the morning. Focus on eliminating these anti-habits, and you'll often find that positive habits naturally take their place. Remember, effective goal setting isn't about perfection. It's about progress, self-awareness, and continuous adjustment. By understanding these hidden truths, you can approach your goals with greater wisdom, resilience, and ultimately, success.